and welcome back to Everything DIY. Today we're going to be showing you how to install urethane exhaust hangers. So the reason you'd want to install these is because maybe your exhaust is rattling somewhere on the body, and this is usually a problem for people who are running an aftermarket exhaust like we are. You're probably wondering why your aftermarket exhaust even rattles in the first place, and it's basically just because it's bigger than the stock one and there's just less area for it to move around. Additionally, over time, the stock rubber mounts stretch, and while they were fine when we installed the exhaust at the beginning, over time they stretch more and more, and thus it rattled more and more. So this is the set of hangers that we bought. This is by Torch Solutions, and sizing is pretty much standard across the board. You can buy them individually or like we did in the set, but we will have the link for these in the description below. Okay, so there's about 6 exhaust hangers that we're going to be replacing. This is what the stock one looks like. Definitely find it easier to replace them one at a time as opposed to all at once, because this exhaust is rather heavy and it's just a lot easier to manage the whole situation. Just based on past experience, the absolute easiest way to get the hangers off, if you're going to replace them, is just to cut them off with a razor blade. Now, you don't want to deal with sliding them off. Trust me, just be really careful, but honestly, this is just the best way to do it, in my opinion. Okay, so now you can just get this part off here and be careful because the exhaust... Oh, I missed a little spot there. Just rip it apart, no big deal. Yeah, because the exhaust will come down after you get this part off. Okay, now that that's clearly off, we're gonna just start working on the other side and getting this part off as well. Okay, so now you can grab your new mount for install, and just FYI, some of the mounts have different size holes, and if you just kind of look, it's pretty obvious to see which ones need to go where. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the top, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, honestly, but you just have to muster up enough strength as you can to get it in there and just really work at it, push it onto the peg here. It's going to take a little while and some effort, but you'll get there. Okay, so this is what it looks like on there now. It wasn't terribly hard, just really stiff. That's what she said. This next part is probably going to be a bit harder, so what you need to do is just kind of push your exhaust as far this way as you can and bend the mount so that it comes over the peg on this side. Just keep doing it, work it until you get it on there. Okay, so kind of showing you in the process, this is what it's going to look like as you're scooting it over and before it actually gets into the hole. So just keep working and you will get it through. Okay, wow, so that's a lot more difficult than I was anticipating. Tried and tried and tried. And, you know, it just wasn't slipping on, so I had the clever idea, not so clever, should have been pretty obvious, to put some grease at the end of the prong, and yeah, it just slipped right on. So, grease is your friend in this instance. Okay, so there are 5 mounts that look exactly like this that you'll need to replace as well, so we're not going to show you that because it's just exactly the same process. The 6th mount is a bit different, but it's pretty easy, so we're just going to jump to that right now. The 6th one may look a little confusing. We're showing it to you out here because it is a really tight space, and I just want to get a good picture of this. It's pretty much the same process. With the old one, you're just going to make the same cuts and get it out the same way, but what you need to do is twist and pull down, and that's how it comes out. So this is what the 6th one looks like. We're going to replace it now. Nice and solid. Okay, so that's kind of a pain. I know I had a huge mark on my face a minute ago from hitting the exhaust pipe. Anyway, no more rattle, so I'm done. I know, I wish you luck on this. It's not an easy project, but it'll be so worth it to get that noise out of there. Yeah, so if you like this video, please hit the thumb it. We're gonna thumb it from now on. Is that cool, guys? Okay, so thumb it up. Subscribe if you're new, and if you have any questions or comments about this one, please don't hesitate to leave them below. And that's it. We'll see you in our next one. Bye.